morning. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make turnip pickles. Now it might seem to be too easy and not worth the effort, but let me tell you, this is one of the healthiest food on earth, and it produces so much probiotic. It's just a super healthy food. And we will start by boiling a liter of water and let it cool down. So I'm gonna go and do that for now, and I will come back to you with the full recipe. So I'm back with the jar of boiled water. I added some salt to it. I actually add 3 tablespoons of salt, and we stir. It's gonna take a minute or two. Just need to make sure that it's completely dissolved. I also have 700 grams of turnip. This is how the turnip looks like. Left one whole to show you how it looks like. And then 1 very small beetroot. This is gonna work as coloring, natural coloring. It's just gonna look nicer. And I'm going to start squeezing all this amount of turnip into the jar. We need to make it completely full and packed in order to try to have minimum oxygen, minimum air inside the jar. So I will start with a couple of the red ones, the beets, because I want the color to be mixed well. And then I'll just start adding. You can, I choose to cut it a little bit big because it stays fresher longer, but you can really cut it as small or big as you want. And also depends on the amount you're making. So basically, I'm doing it like that because it's going to be ready in almost 2 weeks. But if you cut it smaller, it will be ready earlier. And if you cut it bigger, it will stay longer. So if you have a bigger amount of turnip, it's better to cut it maybe bigger than that, maybe that size, big like that. That way it stays fresh as long as possible. And I'm just going to add it to the jar. Of course, I washed it and I strained it. Putting the red ones too, you see, it has a beautiful color. This one makes, like, you know, when you buy the shawarma from the shop and you have the very pinkish pickle, that's what makes it so pink. Just gonna keep on putting it that way. Oops. See, now it's starting. Let me just put that closer here. It's starting to be really full. And I'm gonna keep on squeezing stuff in, squeezing as much as I can. Sorry. Okay. This is the perfect amount, actually. This was 750 grams of turnip and 1 sugar beet, so maybe like 800 in total. This is gonna fit perfectly in the 1.5 liter jar, but I could have also split it to 2 jars. Where I got one bigger than the other, so one will cook quicker than the other. We're very flexible with that. Now, we don't need to put vinegar in when pickling because this is going to be, it's going to produce its own vinegar. Now see that, oops, the water is starting to flow, so I'm just going to go and throw some out. Okay, so here, I'm just pushing. It's very normal to have the water flowing. We just put half the jar, and then the more we want to squeeze the pickle in the jar, the more the water is going to come up, and then we're going to need to get rid of some of it. Ideally, we want the water to be just on the edge of the jar because this will make it impossible for air to be in there. You just don't want to have a lot of space for air. Optional, you can put hot pepper. Dried hot pepper though, if you like it spicy. I'm not going to put it in that one because my dad doesn't eat spicy, unfortunately, so I'm just going to leave it mild. You can also add 2-3 cloves of garlic. It will give it a kick too. Now we're going to close it once. See, this is where the water is. Let me just... So on the top. Okay. I'm just going to close it. And I will leave it be. I will leave it be for almost 2 weeks.